warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Firstly, permission to introduce myself. My name is Angga Kurniawan, Department of State Administration 2019, Faculty of Social and Political Science, University of Lampung. Today, I will deliver material about system theory, stakeholder involvement in the policy making process. System theory argues that public policy making cannot be separated from environmental influences. Then, in 2004, mentioned three elements of policy, namely policy actor or actors, and policy environment, and public policy. Public policy is born because arguments which constitute a series of environment influence and then transformed into a political system. At the same time, there are limitations and constraints of the environment that will affect policymakers. Environmental factors include socioeconomic characteristics, natural resources, climate, topography, demography, culture, and so on. Although various definitions of public policy imply that the government has the most authority for policy making, policy making does not apply in a vacuum. One of the main roles of government is the role of regulation. However, in a democratic country environment, this role is certainly not always the dominant role of the government. All policy actors, government and non-government, collectively can contribute. Public policy to be implemented must receive support from the public, which can be explored by various aspiration methods, such as public hearings or consultation, focus group discussion, and so on. Information from the public is very important because the ability of insight, knowledge, and mastery of policymakers on public issues is sometimes limited. In addition, it can be assumed that higher the public's involvement in the policy-making process, the higher the sense of ownership and public support for the policy. This encouraging effective policy implementation and enforcement. Stakeholder participation and public consultation are essential to increase transparency, build public trust, and reduce implementation risk. One example is the involvement of stakeholders in the formulation of regional regulation policy making processes about the no smoking area or KTR in the city of Bogor. The weak application of the regional regulation on non-smoking area or QTR in the city of Bogor is considered reasonable because the drafting of this regulation acknowledges a number of important stakes and input from stakeholders, making it difficult to implement. the mayor of Bogor, Bima Arya Sugiarto, admitted that he was in a dilemma because the rules he made regarding no smoking area were not even obeyed by the state civil apparatus. Even though at the same time, especially when meeting with other regional leaders, Bima always exhibited the failure of the no smoking area regional regulation in the city of Bogor as one of its achievements, even though the legal product had been declared contrary to the national regulation by the Ministry of Home Affairs because it completely prohibits promotional activities included through displaying cigarette products at the point of sale. Professor of the Faculty of Law, Parayangan University, Asep Farlan Yusuf, revealed that regulations such as the no smoking area regional regulation included in the city of Bogor are policies. In the language of law, commensal policies are policies that do not change circumstance and behavior just arrange certain things. So, the regional regulation on no smoking area, which is actually mandated by Government Regulation number 109 in 2012, is not prohibited smoking, nor is it a smoking restriction. From the definition of limitation, it means that it is permissible as long as it is determined in a regional regulation. A person can smoke, but it must be in a certain area. The area that has been determined. You have to make a smoking room so that there are no smokers everywhere. Out of that, there shouldn't be, and there must be sanction. The relevant sanction is a fine. It shall be emphasized that smoking is not a crime. It's different from alcohol. It's different from drugs, gambling, prostitution. These are the all crimes. If this regional regulation prohibits fines, it's called an administrative sanction. To arrive at the maximum degree of application of the smoking area regional regulation, steps are needed. First, socialization, then socialization within the local government apparatus or state civil apparatus. Next, the same is done in public space and the like. So, if the question is why the regional no smoking area regulation in the city of Bogor is being ignored, because the stakes are skipped, know that immediately impose it so that people get confused. The thing that is no less important regarding the issuance of the regional regulation on no smoking area, according to him, is the facilities. There are places where smoking is prohibited, means there are places where smoking is allowed when there is no such thing. It will not be effective. However, if there is a place where smoking is allowed, You will definitely be fine if you are outside. Based on the prevailing laws and regulations, the stakeholder must be involved in the policy making process. The local government is obligated to facilitate the discussion process and the gathering of aspirations. At this stage, the stakeholder who will be affected actually provide commitment and support to the policy so that when it is passed, its implementation will be effective. Some discussion of material about system theory from me. I hope that the material I present will benefit those of you who listen. I say thank you. I end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.